news that came into our newsroom just minutes ago. This is from the FBI in Salt Lake City. The agency released the two photos on your screen now, said to be of a person of interest tied to the deadly shooting of Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University yesterday. This appears to reflect what the FBI said this morning in the 6 o'clock hour, that the suspected attacker was young enough to blend in with students on campus. We should note this person is being called a person of interest, not a suspect, but still there's enough behind these images for the FBI to release them to the public. The FBI is asking those who may recognize the person on the screen to call them 1-800-CALL-FBI. Those two pictures come just hours after the latest briefing from the FBI. We had that for you live in the 6 o'clock hour of Mornings on 2. In that news conference, the FBI said this was a targeted attack. And as we just showed you, agents have released images of a person of interest. The attacker was said to have shot from on top of a building. Agents also noted they do have video of the suspected attacker leaving the scene, but the FBI said it will not release the video at this time, just those two still images. We also know a weapon was recovered at the scene.
This morning I can tell you that we have recovered what we believe is the weapon that was used in yesterday's shooting. It is a high-powered bolt-action rifle. That rifle was recovered in a wooded area where the shooter had fled. The FBI laboratory will be analyzing this weapon.
Investigators say the suspect was able to blend in with the college students there on campus. The campus of Utah Valley University closed until further notice. Clearly, investigation is in its early stages. The governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, called the shooting a political assassination. Let's get some more insight on these developing events here by turning to former FBI agent Scott Duffy. Thanks so much for being here.
Yes, good morning, and thank you for having me.
Good morning. You saw the two images just released. How much information do you think they give the public on who may have either carried out or helped carry out the attack?
Yeah, so yesterday was a debacle, but as sometimes these things happen, information gets out with regards to somebody's in custody or not. And then, of course, we realized that they are not part of the investigation. So this is the next step. They recovering, from what we know, a weapon, perhaps some other pieces of evidence, fingerprints, footprints, and whatnot, that can help them identify. If those cannot identify the individual, then they're next with still images. And if through facial recognition software it's out there, if that can't help them, their next step is we need the public to assist us. And of course, you're going to get a lot of tips. There's a lot of people who are going to look similar to this individual. So it is a painstaking and methodical approach to identifying and locating this individual.
FBI agents say this was a targeted attack, close range, not close range, but a single shot fired, fatal. Is there a risk to public safety because now an attacker is on the loose?
So similar to Mangione, right, with regards to the U.S. healthcare CEO being shot in New York, it was a targeted event. So are there other CEOs that could have been on this kill list if there was such a kill list? So this is very similar. If this is a motivation, a political motivation, religious, philosophical, whatever it is that this individual has with wanting to kill Charlie Kirk, then are there other individuals who are like-minded in that philosophy that are on a list of his? So it is important that this person be located quickly to protect anybody else that may be a target of this assassin's bullet.
I imagine all lawmakers are heightening their security. Who in particular do you wish would be, more on alert?
Well, you have politicians that are out there that ultimately have some sense of security. But I would say for those who are out in public spotlight, especially in the conservative movement, that don't have security. So they should be aware, just simply aware of their surroundings, and as we all should have situational awareness, but especially those who are out in the open that do not have security, they should just have a heightened alert until this individual is secure.
A lot of people may not have heard the phrase a bolt-action rifle. That was the weapon used in this fatal attack. What does the use of that weapon tell you?
Yeah, it tells me proficiency. This individual had quite a bit of training. This is a long distance. Even for me, I'm not a sharpshooter, I'm not a sniper, but I am proficient in my weapon close range. because of a lot of training that I've had through the FBI and my local police department. So this is an individual. It's a when you're talking about a bolt action as opposed to rapid fire that we have seen typically in mass shootings, active shooters, this is somebody that knew if the first shot did not execute his plan, his target, then there is a little bit of time in order to rack that round as opposed to a rapid fire. So this tells me this person went in there knowing that and feeling comfortable with their training that they're going to be able to complete their mission. And sadly and tragically, this individual executed their plan.
What's the digital aspect of the search for the killer? I can't count the number of people who may have watched or commented on Kirk's videos.
Yeah, so from the law enforcement side, right? You have thousands, not only at the rally, but thousands in the school. So the cell phone tower and all those aspects, that's going to be something secondary for once this person is identified, located, a cell phone put into that person's hands, whatever that cell number, then to backtrack and say, are they hitting off a particular tower? But ultimately scrubbing through social media to see, was there leakage? Was this person out there wanting to do harm to Charlie Kirk and making those overt threats? So it will be interesting to see as this person is subsequently identified and located as to how much information did he put out there, and then ultimately what was lost as a result of the intelligence, security intelligence, to securing Charlie Kirk in his travels.
All right, we'll have to leave it here. That's our time. Former FBI agent Chris Duffy, I appreciate your joining us this morning for your time and your expertise.